Hey guys, and welcome back. So today I have already loaded it. What happens is if you have already started it, this is the screen that pops up when you come back. So it tells you how long you've been offline. This is a continuously running game that I have had this going for a few years now. I want to say probably like 4 or 5 years. It's a long game. So basically all it is make money. It's pretty boring actually. It really is the way it's made. But so right here it says I have made 3.537 Trioxgentillion. So I honestly don't know if they've made up these numbers or not. But so once you get to this screen, you hit Dandy. So I've been off for 192 hours and 38 minutes. So that's almost 10 days. Like 9.5 days I've been offline. So you come in here, and this is your list of all the businesses that are owned. And then I have gotten quite a few upgrades for this. So usually what happens, if there's an orange dot on these, that means it's something that you can do. So for instance, investors is not orange right now because my total angel investors right now is 22.001 Novem Trigentillion. And in 192 hours, I have gotten up to 1.739 Novem Trigentillion. So because the 22 is what I already have, and the 1.7 is lower than that, this will not be orange. If that was 23 or 24 or even 22.002 down on where it says claimed with restart, that's when this would be orange because it would be higher than what I have. So, but what you want to do is you want to wait until the claimed with restart number is at least, I mean, honestly, like, try to get it so it's like 10 or 20 times at least what your total angels is, because that multiplies how fast everything accumulates by 20 or 10, whichever one, however many times it is. That's how much faster it makes it. So if I were to claim it right now, it would actually slow it down because I am 11 times slower right now doing this. Or is it 11 times? I don't even know. 22? No, it's almost 2. So yeah, so it's about 11 or 12. So it'd be like 12 times slower if I restarted this right now, which is, you want it to go faster, not slower. So, and then also you see it says bonus per angel is 47.1%. So per angel, and I have 22.001 Novem Trigentillion. So that 47% is times, because that's one angel, and I have 22.001 Novem Trigentillion angels. So there's tons and tons of angels that I have. So some of the, you just saw that one, it says putting the holy back in holy smokes, look at those profits. So there's a lot of play on words in this thing. So the upgrades, for instance, this one is the, and then the next angel one is final, and then the next angel one, it might not even show. It actually doesn't even show. So the music does get annoying. It is different per planet. There's 3 planets on this. So I'm able to buy... So the angel effectiveness is not as important as the profits times whatever. If I were to buy this, I would barely even notice a difference, but at the same time, multiplying my profits by 7 is going to be a pretty big difference. And then also being able to do it times 5 down here is going to be a pretty big difference. So basically, by buying this one and this one, I'm multiplying the speed times 35 of what it is right now. And as you can see, I have 3.538 Trioxgentillion. Some of the numbers are really hard to read or pronounce. So as you can see, it's not moving. That's because that's how slow it is accumulating. So if I were to buy this, it would drop me down to 2.538, so I'm going to do that. But watch how it might accumulate faster. So we'll see if it goes from 8 to 9 at the end. So far nothing, so I'm going to get this one. This is 10, there it is, from 8 to 9. It just changed to 9 up there. So this one's going to be times 7, and it's going to take a lot less money to do it. It's going to be 10 duo octogentillion. So I believe that would be a 2.529. I can't remember. We'll see. Yes. So, and then there we go. So there, you saw how long it was on an 8, and now it's on basically 0 because it went from 9 to 0. And there's 1. So I multiplied it times 35. So that's how much faster it's accumulating now. I mean, it doesn't look like much, but that's, I mean, Treo octogentillion is like having, it's like a million times like, it's even hard to even say that. it's like adding, because a million is 6 zeros. If you were to have this like completely spread out where it's not 2.5, but it actually has like the zeros, it would be like, I don't know, like a couple hundred zeros behind the 2. Or behind, like it would be like 2, 5, 3, 8 with like 100 zeros behind it. So it's insane amount of money is what it is. It would be awesome to have that much for real, but nobody has that. So now since I have 2.54, I can buy this one. That brings it down from 2.54 to 2.539 and back to 5.4. So, and then this one is 1 Treo, so it's going to be, I would drop down to 1.541 if I bought this one, and it's not worth it to me. I'd rather save it up and get this times 2 down here. So, some of these, like this one, like this gum applications, you know, it's kind of just makes fun. It doesn't make any sense, but manicures while you wait, Triangle, Pizza Discovery, gluten-free coffee. It's just weird play on words. Like some of them are actually pretty like clever how they do it. Snooty glasses, kale-based soft drinks, which, I mean, these don't make sense because I think they ran out of ideas because there's so many upgrades. So, and this quick buy is you can buy as many of them as you want. So, basically, I was going to show you guys what happens if you claim a restart, but I don't want to do that because I would be slowing down everything by 12. It would be 12 times slower than it is right now. So, but what happens is you have these unlocks. I have 573 out of a total of 633, so I still have a ways to go. If you look, it says it has 8,800 lemonade stands. I have 8,600. And then if you look at the lemonade stand, I'm going to drop it down below so you can read the numbers, but it says buy X1, and that is 2.913 unoctogentillion. But you can switch it by hitting R1 to buying 10, which would be 40.25, and then if you buy 100, that's 36.071 duo octogentillion. And then there's also max. So I can buy, right now with all the money I have up there, I can buy 162 of these. So the problem with that is I cannot get to 8,800 by buying 162 because I need 200. So if I were to buy 200 of these, I would multiply the profits of the lemonade stand by times 3. So instead of it being up here where it says 7 point, by the square, it says 7.35 unoctogentillion per second, it would be times 3, so it would be about 22 instead of 7. And then here's the cool thing is right here, I only need 6 and I can buy 54 of them. And if I do that with the newspapers, look what it does. It multiplies my movie studio profits times 30. So my movie studio over here is going to be 17 times 30. So instead of it being 17, it's going to be about 500 octogentillion per second. So that's a big upgrade. And as you can see, nothing else, everything else is times 3 except for the everything times 2 down there with the money bags. So here's the other thing, is if you notice, the newspapers are the only thing below 4,700. So by pushing that to 4,700, I made the movie studio times 30, and then also at the same time, because everything is at a minimum of 4,700, I also multiply everything times 2. So by getting this to 4,700, all of this would be times 2. So this would be 14, this would be basically 3, this would be 80, 250, 252 almost, 6.4. You know, so that's how it is. So this one would be times 30, so it'd be about 500, and then times 2, so it'd be about 1,000, which I believe would make it a Novem. Where's it at? Do I have any of them yet? Novem? No? Or maybe it's the Unocto. I'm not sure. Maybe it turns into the Unocto Gentillion. So, not sure. We'll see. So, right here, instead of doing max, because I do not want to buy 54 of them, because I would like to keep some of the money going, I'm going to put it back to 1, and I'm going to buy 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now look how fast that number up top is multiplying. Or sorry, adding on to it. It's 89, or sorry, 88, 89, 90, basically, 91. So that's how fast it's going. I know that doesn't look fast, but if you think about it, like I said, there's like 100 zeros behind those numbers, so it's accumulating a lot. And then the other thing, like I said, everything went times 2, so now I went from 573 unlocks to 575. So now the minimum is the newspapers that need to go to 4,800. And then by doing that, everything will multiply times 2 again. And then this time the newspaper will make the bank multiply times 30 when I get there. So the bank is 1.677, so that'll turn into basically 46 or 7, because you have the 1.677. So times 30, if it was just 1, it would be 30, and then you have 0.6, so that would be about almost a 0.7. So you're going to end up getting about 47 or 48, maybe 49. I'd have to add that up, but either way, you'll get more than 30. You'll actually get more than 45. So because 1.5 would make it 45. So and then the other thing, so like I said, the music gets a little old. You have these managers. So managers are already used, because what they do is when you first get into it, you have a manager that manages the lemons, you have a manager that manages the newspapers. So if you see, I have square and X. So X is to buy, and square is to, when you don't have enough money for the manager yet, you hit square to start it, and you'll have it go up the arrow. I think these ones take like 1 second, and then they finish, and you have to hit square again for it to do another turn. So once you get enough money, you buy managers, and the managers do it for you, so it's automatic. So right now these are going like it's basically 1 second. All of these are 1 second. But they're a constant flow because I have all the managers. So when you first start up, this one it takes like 1 second, this one takes like 3, this one takes like 7. So you sit there and you hit square, 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 and then this one you hit square again. You have to wait for these ones to go, and then once they cycle back and they stop again, you have to hit square on them again. So at first you are doing a little bit of work at it, and then after a while it's all automatic. So it's kind of cool how it does that. And like I said, you can get this on PlayStation. You can also get it on Google Play on your phone. And it is a continuously running game. So I can delete this game. I think I can delete this game. Either way, I have not deleted it, so I don't really know for sure. But I think you can delete it and then re-download it like 2 years later and continue on with it. It still accumulates, I believe. If you keep it on your system, it for sure does. If you delete it off, I'm not sure, but it should still run off of a save file. So I'm not 100% on that one. But I have had this on my system the whole time, and it has accumulated the whole time. And then the other part, you go to the launch down here, and that makes it so you have mission control. So I have Mars and the Moon, and then this one's Earth. So you can go, I'm going to go to Mars. The music changes. And then you have, so this one I've been off for 412 hours. And you see how the music is different now. So this one only has 9 businesses. And then you have this profit margins instead of profit margins. See, that's what I meant on the play on words thing. So this one has no orange dots because I have not hit, I'm close. I got 16.956, but still it's going to take quite a few hours to make that 17.2. It accumulates very slow. This one has not, this one has not been, I think the last time I claimed my restart was over a year ago. It's taken that long for this to accumulate to that high again. So, But either way, this one, all the managers are bought, all the upgrades are done. You can see where it says quick buy, there's nothing beneath it. There's angel upgrades, which is how many angels you have. I have 17.215 quinquadragentillion angels. And then the gold upgrades are, you buy them. So you see the stacks of gold right there. You actually buy them with real money on the PlayStation Store. And once you buy them, you use like 10 gold to get 1 day's worth of profits. So whatever this accumulates in 1 day is what it'll add on to it. This will take 7 days of what you get and add it onto your money, 14 days, and so on. This one adds a times 3 multiplier, multiplier to this map from the time that you buy it until like right now. Like if I were to buy this right now, it would be forever. It would give me 3 times what I make forever. This one would be 12 times. Let's see. Cut the Martian wait time in half and add X1 to their surge. So right here, this is what that means. So right now, when I hit deploy, it's going to multiply everything times 2 for 30 seconds. And it does it for, I forget how long the reload time is, but we'll do it right now. So right now, everything is going twice as fast as normal. And it'll do it for, and you hit square, you can, it says square next to the UFO. Every time you hit it, it adds a second. So if I hit it right now 15 times, it adds it to 30. So you can literally sit here all day and keep on hitting square, and you'll get 2 times the amount as long as you're able to hit square. So you can sit here for a week and do this. Just hit square over and over again, and just don't let it run out to 0. And it'll do 2 times the amount that it normally does on its own while it's in this surge mode. And then that one upgrade, see in the upper right hand corner, it says the upper right hand corner above deploy, where it has the X, it says X2 profit surge. That's what this upgrade, where it says add X1 to their surge, that would make it a times 3 profit surge. So every time you do it, it'd be times 3 instead of times 2. So you have to wait 3 hours for this to recharge again for you to be able to use it. But this one, I have everything done, 637 out of 637. The career, so basically it tells you the stats. So lifetime earnings, I have made 12.9, so I have made basically, 10 times, nope, let's see, 13, about 14 times what I have right now up in, like, right now we have the 989.412. I have made about 13 or 14 times that total. And then lifetime career, same thing. Total resets, I have reset 47 times. There's my total investors, how many I've sacrificed, and unlocks earned, which is all of them. So the total resets at 47, that is every time I did this and hit claim angel investors. So right now it would be almost the same speed, but not quite. Doesn't matter right now because I already have everything unlocked. So I basically beat this level, this part of it. The only thing that you can continue, like the only reason that this even matters is if you go in here to launch, you can go to currency exchange. And right here where it says 3.732 quinona gentillion, if you get that amount of money, you can turn that in for 1 where it says results, and it says that it's a megabucks, and it says 1. So you turn in your Mars money into megabucks. I have 2, lower left hand corner it says I have 2. So basically if I were to get to 3.732, I could buy 1. And then the next step is 4.483 sexnona gentillion. So it's gonna take a long time. So Quinn is 5, Sex is 6, Sept is 7, Oct is 8. So just to go from this number to that number is going to take probably years, honestly. So there's pretty much not going to be anything. But if you wait and you don't buy them right away, you can, save up until you get 4 or 5. I mean, honestly, I'm 38. I will bet you, so it won't go any higher than this. So I can get 7 more from this planet. But honestly, I bet you that would take at least 10 years from right now to get to that. Like, not even kidding. So, And then you have the Mega Boosts, so the Mega Bucks, you get 1 Mega Ticket, boost your favorite investment. So for 10 Mega Bucks, you can boost 1 of these. So I've already boosted, I don't remember if I've boosted any on this one. I don't think I have. But, and then on top of that, you get the events, which there's nothing has happened for a long time. So I'm gonna go to the moon, and this one's different. So this one here, I've been off for 412. These ones are all blue, which means I have bought the upgraded things over here. The gold up, or not the gold upgrade, sorry. The Mega Bucks. Oops, not that one. So this one I have bought a bunch of Mega Bucks for it, and I have boosted all the investments on here, so I had quite a bit. Unlocks, again, I beat it all. All these are done. And I'm at 10.307, or sorry, I'm at 8.7, and I need to get at least 10.3 to restart and actually gain the amount of money, the speed of it. So, like I said, I would go at least 10 times, so instead of it being 8.7, I would want to get to 100. So it's 10 times more than what I have. That makes it so the profits are that much faster, and even better is to go at least 20 times, so I'd have to go to 200, which is going to take a long time, because you can see it's not even moving right now. The 8.704 is taking a long time. So I would say to get to 200, that's going to take probably another year. So like I said, it's a long game, but because I have already beat everything, that's why it's going to take so long. Because what happens when you restart, I mean, when you do the upgrades and the unlocks and stuff, it makes these so much faster. Like, you start out making like $100 a second, and it turns into like millions and millions of millions of millions times that per second. So it's so much faster. And then let's see, there's Earth on there, so we go back to Earth. Let's see what the Mega Boost is. So I'm at 1.8 triseptuatillion. I need 774, and you can see it's not accumulating very fast. So just even to get to that 774 is going to take a long time also. And this one goes very high. Very, very high. I can get 29. So basically add 29 more zeros to the number, and that's how many Megabucks I can get from it. So 29 more zeros on top of the 1.8 triseptuatillion or whatever it's called. So it's going to take a long time. And then, again, events. This game is pretty old. They haven't had any events for a long time. I've never even seen them on the system. They might have them on the phones, I'm not sure. So I was offline for 9 minutes. I got 1.9457. Sorry, 194.57. Duo Octantil. I can't even pronounce it. Whatever. You can read it. So the upgrades, I can still get this one. For 0.6% per angel, it's not a whole lot of money. That takes away quite a bit for what it gives me. So I'm just gonna leave it and go for this one. And then you can see down here it's 10. This one is the same amount of money, this one's the same amount of money, so I have to get, what, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I have to get, 100 divided by 3, so I have to get about 33 more, 33 times what I have right now to be able to buy all these. So that's gonna take a while. Not a year, I don't think, but I believe at least maybe a month to get all that. At first, you progress through it pretty quick, and then after a while it slows way down where you're waiting. You might as well not even touch it for a few months. I have restarted this on a couple of my names. I have 3 different names on my PlayStation that I have started this game, and I just want to see if different strategies to make it go faster. And really, this is the fastest way so far that I've done it. So it's really just waiting it out and wait until you have 10 or 20 times the angel investors before you restart. And I'm literally at 1.911, and I need to get to about 220 at least, preferably 440.000 instead of the 22. So that would make it 20 times. That would make it, when you reset, it'd be a lot faster to get through. It's really not worth it unless you can get 10 or at least 10 times what you're making. That's not worth resetting. So, but I have all the managers, all the upgrades. I don't know how many upgrades I have left because I don't think it tells me. I'd have to look. Let's see, stats. Total resets 99. I've done a lot more of them. Unlocks earned 575. So it doesn't tell me the amount of upgrades I've done. It just tells me the unlocks, which is these. So I still need to get, what, 50, 60, no. I need to get 58 more. And they go pretty slow. I've been waiting for that newspaper, the newspaper one that I just went up to 4,700. I've been waiting for that for like 2 weeks to get from 4,600 to 4,700. It's taken almost 2 weeks. So let's see. I'll go to the max, see what I can get. So these are all 164, 110, 110, 161. So the donuts, I need 5,500. So I need 200 more, and I only have 161, so it's not worth doing. 5,570, and I need 5,750. So that's 180, and I don't have 180, so it's not worth doing. Let's see, what else is left? 8250 oil, 8,500. So I need 250 oil, and I only have 180. The capital, 7,500, and I have 72, so I need 250 of that. So basically all of them are to a point where I cannot upgrade. So it wouldn't be super, like, non-beneficial to, like, continue this one or this one, since they've already progressed above. Like, I already have them above the previous number. So this one was 5,250. So it's already 50 more than it should have, and this one's already 70 more. But this newspaper one is the one that I need to bump up to progress. So if I bump these up, it's going to take that 24.164 up to like maybe 50 or 40. It's not going to really add a whole lot per second, because I mean that's a big number, but compared to like the Octo Gentillion compared to the Tre Octo, that's 3 times more than the Octo. So that's adding, I believe, 1,000 or 100,000 onto the Octo Gentillion. So if you multiply that times 100,000, I think that's how you get the Treo Octo Gentillion. So it's quite a bit. So what I really need is to get this to 4,800, because that'll give me the 30 times bank. So that's a bank, not a capital. My bad. That's a bank. That's why there's money above it. So that'll give me 30 times the bank and 2 times everything again. So then I'm guessing the next unlock for the 4,900 news is going to be 30 times the oil, and then also 2 times on top of that, because the minimum, everything, like the money bags on the bottom, the minimum is going to be 4,900 also. And then after that, then I'll have to bump up the car wash also with the newspaper, and then I'll get the everything times 2. But the car wash honestly accumulates better, so I could actually upgrade that right now, 4,900. But I don't want to, because this is the one that gives me the big increase. See, car wash times 3, that makes it so it's 241.5 or so on octo per second, and this makes it so everything is times 2. So that makes it 240. This would go to 160, but everything else would be double also. So this would go to 500. This would go to basically almost 9. This would go to like 3.4 or something. Yeah, about 3.4. So that would multiply everything times 2, and then also this one would be times 30. So this would just be like 30 times 4, so 120. It's actually almost times 5, so 150, about 140 maybe, and then on top of that being times 2, so it'd be 280. So that's a big jump instead of just doing this one where it multiplies this times 3. So that's why I hold on to this one. Once this is bumped up, then yeah, it won't matter, but at the moment right now I don't want to do that, even though I can. But that's going to take quite a bit of my Treo Octo Gentillion up there. It's going to take a long time to accumulate. So what I might do is just let it go until I get my investors up. Actually, by the time I get to 440, it's going to be these will be up to like above 5,000, all of them. So 5,000 will probably be about the minimum. So it'll be a while. It's definitely a game that you don't have to check every day. You can check it once a month, once a week, whatever. Once every 6 months, doesn't matter. I haven't been on my other name to check this for probably like 6 or 8 months, because I know it's that slow. Like this one's way faster at it. I tried upgrading differently and I made it kind of a lot slower, so I have to wait a lot longer to get it. Where it goes to 20 times the angel investors. But either way, it's a fun. It's not a fun game. I shouldn't say that. If you're bored, it's one of those things you can get trophies from, but it's not fun. It takes a long time. I've been doing this for at least 5 years. I want to say possibly even 6 or 7 or maybe even 8. I've been doing this, and this is how far I've gotten, and I still have quite a ways to go. So it is definitely. I mean, PlayStation 7 will be out by the time I actually beat this Earth part, pretty much. So, but anyway, so if you have any questions, comments, I've been playing this for a long time. I would advise, there's a shop down here, I would advise not spending money, because, where's it at? Do they have the gold down here? No, they don't. Oh, buy gold. If I do this, it's going to take me to the store, so it's going to block out my thing. But it's like $5 for like 40 gold, I think, or something like that. And it's just not worth it. It's real money, so I wouldn't do it. Where's my... Oh. Yeah, so I have 0. Total multiplayer times 105. I think I actually did pay for a little bit. I think some of these, I'm not even sure. So, I know I've done 1 or 2 of these. So, it's not worth it though, honestly. It really isn't. I shouldn't have done it. It's not worth it. So don't do it. You don't get anything out of it, honestly. I mean, look how slow it's going, even with getting something 3 times. Whatever, so. But, and then this one, the currency exchange. See, I can turn in. That's why it's white. So I can turn that in, but that would also drop my 3.058 by a whole 1 almost. So I'd be down to like 2.2 if I did that. So it's not really worth it, because I can't even use, that'll make it so I have 3 megabucks and I can't use it until I have 10, so it doesn't matter. And then the next step is 929 Treyarch Gentillions, so I need to get 300 times what I have right now, basically. So that's how that's going to be. And then again, 300 times that, and probably 300 times that. So, and I still have quite a ways to go, I believe, for these. Yeah, 19 more. So add 19 more zeros on there, onto that 3.074. So it's going to be quite a ways. Still have a long way to go. So, like I said, questions, comments, leave them down below. I'd appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And, I have over 100 other videos or for you to check out. If you're bored, check them out. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to upload every day, so every morning at 6 a.m. Eastern time, I am trying to upload. With summertime coming, I might not be able to do the everyday thing, but I'm trying to do at least every 2 days to keep some content going. But we'll see how long that goes. How long it goes before I have to go back to every other day instead of every day. With summertime, I'm gonna have to do more stuff outside and stuff, like mowing the lawn and all that stuff, where I didn't have to do that in the wintertime. So, yeah, so I have a lot less time to actually play games in the summertime. So, but like I said, I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.